we will be seeing the next chapter in your maths, that is banking. Alright, it's a very easy chapter given that you remember the formula. Alright, there are only 4 formula that you have to remember, and if you remember all the 4 formula, you're done with the chapter. Alright. So let's understand this chapter with a simple story. Let's say Kanamisha and SJ. Who's SJ? Surjit Nag. Kanamisha and Surjit, they went for shopping. Let's say that they decided to buy a bicycle. Alright. But anyways, let's say that the price tag is 12k. So you know what they are thinking, that let's say their pocket money is 1000 rupees. Oh, okay, my pocket money is 1000 rupees. That means to save up 12,000, I'll need 12 months. Right? Basic math, 12 into 1000, 12,000. So they went and decided on how to save up the money. Surjit, he bought a piggy bank, alright, to save up the money. Kanamisha went to a bank to save up money, right? The amount is same, their pocket money is same, but the way they are saving the money is different. So they're gonna deposit, Surjit is going to deposit in the piggy bank and Kanamisha is going to deposit in the bank. Alright, now let's say they did that for a month. So after a month, how much money will Surjit have? 1000. So Surjit has 1000. But Kanamisha, she has 1008 rupees. Okay, a small 8 rupees difference. That 8 rupees is something that banks offers you to promote keeping money in their bank. Alright, known as the interest. Right, so 8 rupees difference. But what about after a year, after 12 months? How much money will Surjit have? 12,000, exactly the money needed to buy the bicycle. But interestingly, Kanamisha will have 12,650. Right? Maybe with that money she can buy a helmet. Yes, no, for her protection. So that additional money that she got, right, that is known as the interest, and that is the benefit of learning banking. Alright, so instead of saving up in a piggy bank or keeping the money at home, like Ananya, she's very rich, so she is keeping all the money at home. Instead of keeping the money at home, she can keep it in a bank. Alright, now see, the difference may not seem much to you. Okay, fine, 600 rupees, it's okay, I can just keep it at home, you might think. But let's take it up a notch. Let's say 12 months, 24 months. 24 months, the money that they will have is 24,000 and 26,000. Look at the difference. 2,000 rupees more. Let's say 60 months, right? That is 5 years. After 5 years, 60,000, 72,000. Do you see how the difference is constantly increasing, right? After 120 months, that is 10 years, Surjit will have 1,20,000. Kanamisha will have 1,80,000, right? 60,000 jump. After 240 months, that is 20 years, Surjit again will have 2,40,000. Kanamisha will have a massive 5,81,000, right? And that is just after 20 years. Okay, with only 1,000 rupees deposit. And after 600 months, okay, that is after 50 years, Surjit will have 6 lakh. It's what he saved in the piggy bank. But Kanamisha will have 21 lakh. Right? You can imagine the benefit of learning this chapter. Right? If you save your money in the right way, right? Even with a small amount, instead of saving it at home, you should save it in a bank. Right? Okay. Now the question is, how do we calculate these numbers? How did I get that for Kanamisha? It's 21 lakh. So let's understand this. So that 1,000 that you are saving every month, okay, is known as your principal. It is basically the amount that you deposit in the bank every month. So in this case, principal is 1,000. 1 month, that is the time, right? How many months are you saving it for? Maybe 12 months, maybe 24 months. Notice here that all the time we're in months. So that's a very important note, that in this chapter, time must always be in months. Okay? And the money that Kanamisha gets after 1 month is known as the maturity value. Right? The money has become matured and you can take it out of the bank. So it's known as maturity value. Now the maturity value can be broken up into two parts. First part is how much did you deposit. So in case of Kanamisha, she deposited 1000 and she got additional 8 rupees. That 8 rupees is known as the interest. Okay. Now how do you calculate? So if maturity value is known as MV, then total money deposited will be given by P into N. What is P? Principal. The principal. What is N? The number of months, time, then or the number of months. And interest, the formula is a little bit complicated. Here R is the rate of interest. Okay, different banks have different rate of interest. Higher the rate of interest, higher will be your interest amount. So let's see the first question. What is it saying here? Each of A and B a recurring deposit account in a bank. If A deposited 1200 per month for 3 years and B deposited 1500 per month for 2.5 years, find on maturity who will get more amount and by how much. The rate of interest being 10%. So here if you see, A is depositing less money but for more number of years. B is depositing more money but for less number of years. Alright. So who do you think will get more money if you had to take a guess? At this point obviously you'll not be able to say, but if you had to guess, who will get more money, A or B? A. Okay, fine. Even I don't know, so maybe A. So what we will do is we will calculate how much money will A get, how much money will B get. Okay, so I'll do it for A. For A. So for A, this is what? Principal. Principal is rupees 1200. Time is 3 years. So it will be 36 months. As I said, that N or the time should always be in months for this chapter. Then the rate of interest is 10% for both, right? So let's calculate for A. We need to calculate the maturity value. So we can directly use maturity value is equal to P into N plus P into N plus 1 divided by 2 into 12 into R by 100. So if I substitute, P is 1200, N is 36 plus 100 into 36 and N plus 1. So 37 divided by 2 into 12 into rate of interest is 10 divided by 100. So this is the maturity value for B and this is the maturity value for A. So clearly B got more than A. Who will get more money? B will get more money. B will get how much? 5000. I have to subtract 952.5. Yes. Let's see question number 4. Right. A man has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 3.5 years. If the rate of interest is 12% per annum and the man gets 10,206 on maturity, find the monthly installment. Okay. Okay. I'll take Elena's help. Elena, can you tell me what is given here?
The years, the time is 3 1 by 2.
Yes. So N is 3 and 1.5 year. But we always need it in months. Okay, so how many months will that be? 3.5 years? Huh? See, it's simple. Each year has how many months? 12. So 3.5 years would mean like 1, 2, 3 and half the year. How many months in this year? How many months in the first year? 12. How many here? 12. How many here? 12. But how many here? Very good. So 12 threes are? Very good. 36 plus 6? 42. So that's how we find, okay? So 42 months. Then what else is given?
The principal is. Oh, sorry.
This, yeah.
The rate is from
Very good. The rate of interest is 12%. Then what is given?
the principal.
You have to read the question. Alright, if you read the question, what does this say? For this, it says, if the man gets 10,206 on maturity, means this is something that the man is getting. So that must be the, what do you think? Good. It'll be the maturity value. Maturity value is rupees 10,206. What are we expected to find? Find the value of monthly installment. Monthly installment is principal. So we have to find the principal. So let's find the principal. Maturity value formula we know. Maturity value formula is P into N plus P into N plus 1 divided by 2 into 12 into R upon 100. Okay, so maturity value is given 10,206. Principal we have to find. Number of months is 42 plus principal we have to find into 42 into 43 divided by 2 into 12 into rate of interest is 12. 12 upon 100. So we can cancel here 12, 12, 2 and 42, we get 21 and that's it. So here we have 206. So it will be 903p divided by 100. So here what Zishan is saying, we can do that way also, 9.03p, or I don't like decimals. So I'm going to avoid decimal by taking LCM. So 100 and I get 4200p plus 903p. Then 10206 is equal to, here if I add, I get 3, 0, 9 plus 2, 1, 1, 5103p divided by 100. Then if I cross multiply, I get 10206 into 100 divided by 5103 is equal to p. So till here you do it first. So if you see this and this can be cancelled. 5103 into 2 will be 3 2s are 6, 0, 2, 10. So it's actually divisible, okay? So the whole thing and this is divisible by 2. So that means the principal will be 200 rupees. So let's see question number 6. Alright, Irene, can you help me with given? Mr. Gulati has a recurring deposit account of rupees 300 per month. So what will that be? Good. So principal will be rupees 300. If the rate of interest is 12%, that's very obvious. Rate of interest is 12% and the maturity value of this account is 8100. Maturity value is rupees 8100. Find the time That means we are expected to find n in years of this recurring deposit account. Fine? Okay. So which formula should we use?
MB is equal to P into N plus I.
Yes, MV is equal to P into N plus I. But we don't have I, so we will use the extended version of the formula. MV is equal to P into N plus P into N plus 1 divided by 2 into 12 into R by 100. So from here we need to find N. Let's substitute. Maturity value is 8100. Principal is 300. N is a variable. 300 variable divided by 2 into 12 into R is 12 upon 100. We'll try to cancel as much as possible. So 00 and 00 we can cut. 12 we can cut. And that's it. So here we have 8100 is equal to 300n plus 3n into n. So it'll become 3n square plus 3n into 1. So it'll become 3n divided by 2. So here we can take LCM. 8100 is equal to 2 into 300 is 600. So you'll get 600n plus, here it will be the same thing, 3n square plus 3n divided by 2. Then we can cross multiply 2 here. So 2 into 81, 2, 16200 is equal to 600n plus n will be 603n. So copy till here first. Look at this equation very carefully. Alright. If you look at this equation, what variable do we have? N. N is the variable. You see, we have the second power of n as well as the first power of n. That is, we have n square as well as n in the variable. Whenever you end up with these type of equations, okay, they are called quadratic equations. We will be dealing with this in chapter 5. But for now, just remember, whenever you have a quadratic equation, you have to middle term split. Okay, middle term factorization. Now, what is the prerequisite for middle term factorization? The prerequisite is you will have to bring it in the form of ax square, where x is the variable, plus ax plus, bx plus c is equal to 0. It should be always equal to 0, right? That means what we can do is we can transfer this number that side. So if you transfer it that side, what do we get? 3n square plus 603n minus 16200 and is equal to 0. So n square first and then n and then the constant term. We can start the factorization right away, but if you start factorizing right away, the numbers are too big and it will be too complicated, okay? So what we will do is we will simplify it a step further. Like you can see that this is divisible by 3, this is divisible by 3, this is also divisible by 3. Do you know how to check? Do you know why this is divisible by 3? Like how? How? Yeah, 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 2, 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. So the entire number is also divisible by 3. So I know all of them are divisible by 3. So I'll divide all of them by 3. So if I divide this by 3, what do I get? N square plus, if I divide this by 3, I get 201 n minus, if I divide this by 3, 2 5s are 15, 2 4s are 12, 0 is equal to 0. Now it cannot be simplified any further. Now we have to middle term factorize. Okay? I am going to assume that you don't know how to middle term. Alright. How do you middle term factorize? You have to multiply this term, okay, known as the constant term, with the number that is here, known as the coefficient of x square. So you have to multiply this with this. Now if you multiply, what do you get? Minus 5400 into, well, there is nothing here. Nothing means 1. So 1, so we get minus 400. Okay, this is a very important number because this number will tell us how to proceed. Okay, so we need two numbers such that something happens and the same numbers such that something happens. Basically, we need two same numbers which follow a certain rule. Now, what is the rule? See, what is the sign here? Minus. So that means we need two same numbers such that when we minus them, why minus? Because there is a minus here. When we minus them, we should get this middle term. That is the coefficient of n. So 201. Okay. Also, the same two numbers when multiplied should give us 5400. Okay, you will have to take those numbers only that follow these rules, these two rules. Okay, now there are different ways of finding the two numbers. Okay, one is guesswork and another one is prime factorization. Okay, I'll go with 2 to 5 and 24, right? And 0, 0, finally. Thank you, Sharajit. So Sharajit gave us the number 225 and 24, sorry. 225 and 24. 225 minus 24 will be 201. 225 into 24 will be 5400. Then how do you split it? So n square plus this 201, we're going to split it into two terms. So 225 minus 24. 225n minus 24n, and this will remain same. Is that right? Okay. You're done? Yes. Then after that, it's easy only. So you have to open the bracket. So since there is a plus, the sign will not change. Now after this step, we have to take common. Common means what is same between two things, right? So we will be taking common between these two first. Now look at these two. Both of them, they have n as well as n. So we're going to take n common. So I took n common. Now from n square, if you take n away, what is left? Who's answering? Only these two will answer. Yes, it'll be how much?
N.
N. Now from 2 to 5, if you remove n, what is left? 2 to 5 or 255. Okay, 2 to 5. Fine. Okay. Now we take common from these two. Now between these two, what is same? You see, first the minus sign is same. Yes or no? In both of them. So minus sign we can take common. Now this part might be confusing. Okay, what about the number? From the number, what can I take common? So see, this part actually gives you a hint somehow. Okay, that you can see that this one does not have any coefficient. So most probably we have to take 24 common. So you take 24 common, but you see whether this is divisible by 24 or not. So 5400, if I divide by 24, what do I get? So this is both cancelable by 6. 6 4s are 24, 6 9s are 54, 00. And then you can cancel it with 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 5. So we get 4 2s are 8. So we get n. Since we took minus common out already, it will be plus 2 to 5. Did you get till here? Okay, we're not done yet. Now we have to take common again. So you can see between this and this, what is common? Between this term and this term, what is common? What is same? Very good. N plus 2 to 5. So I'm going to take that only common. N plus 2 to 5. Now from this term, what is left? N plus 2 to 5 is gone. So what's left? N. And from here, what's left? Minus 24 is equal to 0. So that's how we take common. You got till here? Okay. Now the next line is also very important. So next line, what do we write? We write either this is 0 or this is 0. Okay. Everyone knows that. My question is why?
Next variable will has to be minus, so the n is equal to minus 3 to 5 also equal to.
Why? What you're saying is absolutely right. It's a quadratic equation. So n must have two values, and that's what we get. Okay, no problem. See, if you look at this equation, what do we have? We have a term, one term multiplied with another term to get 0. Yes or no? So if I just replace this, imagine with a box, right? So something multiplied by something must be 0. So this is possible only when one of them is 0. Yes or no? Like if this is 0, no matter what this is, then only the result will be 0. Or if this is 0, then no matter what this is, then also the result will be 0. Or the one more possible can be that both are 0. Only then it will be 0. Is it possible that none of them are 0 and yet when you multiply you get 0? Is that possible? No, because when you multiply two numbers and you are getting 0, one of them has to be 0. So that's how we get the next line. We say either n plus 2 to 5 must be 0 or n minus 24 must be 0. Only then when you multiply them you get 0. Then if you solve this, we get n is equal to minus 2 to 5 or n is equal to 24. But remember, what is n? N is the number of months. It can never be less than 0. So since n cannot be negative, you have to explain why you are rejecting this value. Therefore, n is equal to 24 months. But in the question, they didn't ask us to find in months. They have clearly mentioned in years. So, Elena, 24 months will be how many years? Very good. So, 24 months will be 2 years. Okay. One last line you have to write in these type of sums. Therefore, what does this say? Time. Therefore, time is equal to 2 years. That completes your sum. Mr. Anil has a recurring deposit account. He deposits a certain amount of money per month for 2 years. Okay, so time is given 24 months. Yeah. If he received an interest whose value is double of the deposit, so let the principal be X. Therefore, interest will be. Now let's understand this part because some of you are writing it wrong. If let's say the principal is 10 rupees, what will be the interest? If principal is 10, what will be the interest? Given that interest is double of the principal. 20. If principal is 100, then interest will be 100. 200. You see how we are multiplying it by 2 and not squaring it, right? So interest will be 2 times x. Okay? Alright. Then we have to find the rate of interest. So we can substitute the formula of interest here. Interest formula is P into n plus 1 divided by 2 into 12 into R upon 100, where R is the rate of interest and that is equal to 2x. Let's substitute. Principal is x into 24 into 25 divided by 2 into 12 into R upon 100 is equal to 2x. Then we can take everything from here to the other side, because r is what I want to find. So everything we can just transfer it this side. So we have r, whatever is down will go up. So we have 2x into 100 into 2 into 12. Whatever is up will come down. So we have x into 24 into 25. Now it's just cancellation. So x cancel. 12 2s are 24. 2 cancel. 25 4s are 100. So rate of interest should come to be 8%.